Happy Thanksgiving.
Come on in to our virtual pub or concert hall or whatever you want to call it. I guess it could be in either of those or both.
Yeah.
As long as you have a chair and your Thanksgiving food and your beer and wine or tea or whatever you're drinking. We're really excited to present our fourth.
Our fourth concert.
Our fourth concert. Third epic concert.
Yes.
We had what we called a mini concert, but it wasn't really mini. It was about 2 hours long. But this is our third epic concert, and we're really excited to present about 70 artists this evening. Before we get going, we're just going to introduce ourselves in case you're new here. My name is Caitlin Warbelow.
My name is Chris Ranning.
And we are the co-founders of Tune Supply. I won't go too much into what Tune Supply is because it's lots of things and it would take a while. But if you like what you hear and see, I encourage you to go check out our website or this YouTube, which has a ton of stuff on it, or our Facebook page also has been growing lately. So go check all that stuff out. We'll leave it right there. The concert tonight, as that intro stated, was or is completely run by community contributions. So everything that comes in tonight is split amongst the artists, and we are hoping that we can pay all of the 70 artists on the concert a regular New York City gig wage. That is the goal. And so that requires your help here. The link to contribute, where is it?
It's right in the middle here. Oh, over there.
Okay. It moves around.
You can't click on this, but if you type it into your browser window, you can make a small contribution, or the link is also in the description of the video, and we'll be putting it into the live chat as we go as well.
Yes. And during the show, I'm also going to be putting links to the artists' websites into the chat as well, and we highly recommend, if you see or hear something you like, go check out the artist and buy their CD or attend their virtual workshop or whatever it is that they have on offer. That is how us artists are making a living right now, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess. But definitely support the people that you see, and hopefully you'll see some new people that you haven't seen before.
If you're wondering who you're going to see tonight, check out the description of the video. We've got the whole running order of everyone who's in each set. So if you came to see a specific artist, well, we hope that you're going to stick around for the whole thing, but you'll know approximately when they're coming. We don't have exact timings, but you can guess. And there's 5 sets you can see down in the description there. The whole concert will take approximately 2.5 hours, but we are just not sure because we're obviously live speaking to you right now through the interwebs. But around 2.5 hours is what we're guessing. Yeah, it should be.
Okay, and lastly, the chat window. We like to maintain a lively and civil discourse in the chat window.
Yes.
It's pretty civil, actually.
It has been pretty civil until the trolls start showing up.
At some point, some trolls will show up.
Sometimes we'll have to.
And then we throw them under the bridge when that happens. But anyways,
do let us know where you're watching from and what you had or what you're having for Thanksgiving dinner, and what your plans are, and let us know who's watching.
Yes, and we already see a ton of Tune Supply folks over in the chat, so hello to all of you. Thursday is usually our session night when we have our virtual session, and obviously tonight it's the concert instead, but that does not mean that you can't play along at home.
Sure.
And in fact, you might be able to play along with a few of these tunes, or at least the last one, which is a Mario's standard. So Chris and I are going to start you off here with one set of tunes. I'll say the tune names here just in case there are session folks who want to join in. The first one is called Her Golden Hair Flowing Down Her Back. We usually shorten it to Her Golden Hair. Second one is Shanawak Tube Station. And the last one is the Mario's classic Jimmy Ward's or Jim Ward's. All right. And did we say Happy Thanksgiving? We should have said that right up front.
I think
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. built-in sound effects tonight, so we have to make our own sound effects. And if you're new to Tune Supply, we always cheer at the end of the tunes, and it sounds like we're cheering for ourselves, but that's just, I guess we are. But
we're channeling your energy, or
yes.
At least the energy that we hope you have after hearing the tunes.
Yeah, it is. It is strange. Still 8 months into this, it's strange to play for a camera and a wall. But we are imagining you all out there, hopefully, listening and dancing and playing along, and or eating turkey, or eating seconds or thirds or whatever you're on by this time.
Right.
Okay, so we are ready to get started on the part that I'm sure all of you came for, which is our 70 guest artists. This is, I mentioned, divided into 5 sets. Each set has 5 or 6 artists. Again, if you're just joining us, the program is down in the description of the video. This first set gets started with one of my favorite people and favorite fiddle players at the same time.
Yes.
Manus McGuire, who I believe I met him here in New York at a gig a long time ago. But most recently, we've been hanging out at the Swannanoa Gathering in the summer, which of course didn't happen this summer.
Yep.
But Manus has been doing lots of Tune Supply stuff, and it's so nice to see his face on the screen. And in this first set, we're going to travel around the world just right off the bat.
Yeah, we've got, we're going to Ireland, we've got the United States, we're going to Brazil and Canada.
Yeah, and
all
then
in this first set.
Back to New York with Tara O'Grady to finish off this first set. And I saw
Yeah.
Tara's dad is already in the comments.
Amazing.
Okay, so here we go. Enjoy the
Hope
tunes.
you enjoy.
Hello to all you Tune Supply followers out there. Hope you're enjoying Thanksgiving. And thanks again once to Caitlin and Chris for putting this on. I'm going to play 2 reels for you. The first one is called Roaring Mary. I hope she's not roaring after Thanksgiving dinner. And the second tune is a great old tune of a man called Vincent Broderick from East Galway. He wrote this tune, a beautiful tune called The Coachman's Whip. So, Roaring Mary and The Coachman's Whip.
Hey everyone, happy Thanksgiving. So good to be here tonight alongside Oisín McAuley, David Doocey, Alan Murray, and I'm Pat Mangan, and we wanted to thank you for inviting us along to your Thanksgiving celebrations. And if anyone out there's got any leftovers or unfinished bottles of wine, we're all about that kind of thing. So anyway, we thought after all the turkey today that a few lively reels would be in order. So we're going to start with one called Christmas Eve, since we feel like this is the official start of the Christmas season. Some people think that the Christmas season starts around Halloween, but we won't go there. We'll leave that. And after that, we're going to play one called Dowd's Favorite, and we'll finish off with the Clogger's Quilt. 3 reels. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, I'm Guilherme Girardi in Brazil.
And I'm Andrew Finn Miguel in Asheville, North Carolina, and we're going to play a Brazilian choro tune called 0 by Pixinguinha.
Hello everybody. I'd like to first of all thank Caitlin for inviting me to be a part of this celebration, and I'd also like to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the celebrations. Today I've chosen two tunes. The first one is a waltz composed by the great accordion player and composer from Galway, Martin O'Connor, called The Road Together, and I'd follow that then with a reel by the great Donegal fiddle player and composer Tommy Peebles called The Hill Road. So hope to see you all very soon over there, and take care in the meantime. Slán go fáil.
everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. My name is Tara O'Grady.
Happy Thanksgiving. We're our band. I'm Sasha.
I'm Justin.
Sasha and Justin came up from New York City to Beacon, New York, which is in the Hudson Valley, to hang out with me. I haven't seen them since January, February because of this crazy pandemic, but they're enjoying my countryside, my bit of heaven, because they realize that I actually have live turkeys in my backyard. I have like 15 live turkeys.
So we don't have to go to the supermarket on Thanksgiving.
And this, no, stop it. And this is one of the feathers anyway that I collected. We're gonna do a song that's on one of my albums that I wrote and they recorded with me. It's called In Belfast Tonight. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Shall I dance for you, dear, while you sip on your beer, as the banjos and bowrons sing songs for our souls? Will you pine for me, love, as the moon hangs above, and you paint me a portrait in Belfast tonight? Shall I sing you a song of a night not so long, as we rage against the dying of life? Will you say you'll be mine for this moment in time, as we fall for each other in Belfast tonight? Oh, 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 enchant me like the moon above. Oh, 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 I'm under your spell. Oh, 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 intoxicate me drunk with love. Oh, 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 in Belfast tonight. Are you flirting with me when you say you're lovely, as you quote Dylan Thomas and tug at my heart? When the witching hour ends, will you leave me, my friend, as we do not go gently in Belfast tonight? Oh, 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 enchant me like the moon above. Oh, 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 I'm under your spell. Oh, 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 intoxicate me drunk with love. Oh, 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 in Belfast tonight. Oh, 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 in Belfast tonight. Thank you, guys, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Woo! Oh my goodness. That was an amazing first set of music.
Yeah, we might have front loaded it a bit. Just a bit.
I don't know. I think the whole concert is pretty loaded with good stuff.
Yeah. More of that to come.
Yes.
So stick around.
Yes, and we're having a lot of fun chatting to people in the comments and throwing trolls off the bridge.
Yes.
It's a great.
We're getting
it's very
them,
entertaining.
We're getting them as quick as we can. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry. Continue the civil discourse in the chat. There's so many folks that I know in the chat, and Chris knows, and a lot of Tune Supply folks. I know that we're just all sitting in front of our computers, but it's nice to see everybody, and I hope that we're at least approximating a little bit of the Thanksgiving spirit as much as we can on this strange day in this strange year. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we received a delivery earlier today.
Yes, we did.
And I can't show you the whole thing because it's too much. Mary O'Halloran, who runs Mary O's, where we have our session during normal times, and that is also where the name of our virtual session comes from. She sent 2 of her children down to Lower Manhattan, where we are, with 3 enormous boxes and bags of food. I had to use the building's cart to get the food up into my apartment. It
was a full Thanksgiving feast delivered to our door right in the middle of setting up for the session.
Yeah.
So we haven't even got a chance to touch it yet.
A whole turkey. I'm looking at it over there. I can't, it's too big to show you on screen, but the turkey has bacon on the top of it. It's intense, and it has stuffing. And there's so much, I can't show you everything, but I was just going to show you the pie that arrived. We haven't gotten a chance to dig into any of this yet because we've been busy setting up, but we are really looking forward to it afterwards. And I hope that you all have some sort of Thanksgiving food or drink in front of you. I was thinking about my Thanksgiving since leaving home, and I am always either working or I would sometimes go for a run on Thanksgiving night. I've never made a big feast. Have you?
This is like the curse of being a performer or a musician or an artist. Like, you're always working during the holidays, so this is kind of unusual for us. I guess we are working right now.
Yeah.
But it's unusual for us to not have a gig to go to. And
we're at a gig right now.
That's true.
But it's in our house, and we have.
We didn't have to leave the front door.
We didn't have to leave the house. This is very strange.
Yeah.
But it's very, very cool to actually have a Thanksgiving feast. Which I actually in my adult life I don't think I've ever had a Thanksgiving feast in my own house for real. So Mary, thank you so much for sending us food.
Can't wait.
We're really excited. Okay. And Mary, actually, if you're in New York, you should stop by. Mary O's has been open this whole time, and she's been so supportive of the music community. And, well, you guys know the drill. She's just an incredible lady.
So Mary O's is on Avenue A between 2nd and 3rd Street in the East Village.
And if you're not nearby, you can actually order her scones in the mail, shipped to anywhere, including Alaska. I've sent scones up to Alaska.
It works. It totally works.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Oh, don't forget to throw some money into the box, which is up there. I get to have the annoying job of reminding everybody to do that. That is our purpose here, is to solicit the contributions.
We want to get some money into the pockets of the artists that you're seeing on the concert tonight. So if you have a few bucks to spare, you can help us do that by dropping it in the tip box.
And if you don't, please just enjoy the music. We know
totally
this
cool.
is a very strange and difficult year for everybody.
Yep.
Okay, I picked out a few pictures of my family and important folks in my life, and I just want to show those real quick. This is my sister and I in front of my dad's Super Cub when we were little, and this next one is all 4 of us. I've got 3 little sisters. Those dresses my mom made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she used to make all of her clothes. This is my dad with 3 of us when we were little tiny kids, and here we are grown up with 2 of Kylie's kids in the picture now. And here's the amazing thing: Kylie has 3 kids now, and Taya has 1 who was just born 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Now I've forgotten her birthday.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
And this is at Taya's wedding last year, and now she's got a baby. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm super thankful for my family, obviously, but I'm also very thankful for my musical family, and this is my original Irish music family. Some of you may recognize some of these folks. This is the Irish band Surreal. You may have never heard of them. They existed for about 1 year in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's you can see Isaac Alderson in the front there, and I'm in the back. Some other folks up in Alaska. And we're also really grateful for our Come From Away family. During normal times, we work on a Broadway show, and obviously that's not happening now, but this is some of the Broadway band in Alaska last year playing a concert.
With one of our favorite dogs in Alaska.
Yes, we have a lot of favorite dogs in Alaska, but this is
this is Garnet.
Oh, Garnet.
Garnet at Running Reindeer Ranch in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Yes. And my last picture, I want to put this up because during the Father's Day concert, I put up a whole bunch of pictures of guys who had been really important in my life, kind of mentor figures. And I forgot, perhaps, I don't know if I can't say anybody is the most important, but one of the most important, Richard Gillard in Anchorage. I don't know if he's watching, but he is actually the one who is responsible for getting me to Ireland when I was 16 years old. And without that, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Yep. It wouldn't have happened. So thank you, Richard. I'm super thankful for you being in my life, and hope to see you soon. We got to play some tunes with Richard on his porch.
We did. We had a little outdoor miniature session when we were up in Anchorage.
He's got a nice porch for outdoor
great
tune
porch
playing.
For tunes.
Yes. Okay, so I think we're ready for our next segment here. We're going to start with Martin de Cogan. Martin de Cogan. I got to get a lesson from Martin on how to say his name correctly. I only started hanging out with Martin recently again at Swannanoa in the last couple of years, and then just in the last few weeks, actually, we've gotten to know him a lot more through Tune Supply stuff. Yeah. And he has created an amazing performance that we're going to start off with here, and it involves the outdoors. Yep. So I hope you enjoy that, and then we'll again take a trip around the world. We have Ireland again. Argentina, Santiago is going to be in the next set. I know Santiago has a lot of fans that come to the concert. And we're super excited to have a great classical duet of Laura Metcalf and Rupert Boyd. They're called Boyd Meets Girl, and they help Tune Supply to coordinate all of our classical offerings. So if you've ordered a classical performance from Tune Supply, Laura and Rupert have curated it or performed on it. Yes. And some of you know my roots are in classical music, so we always include a little bit of classical here. We have, I think, do we have two classical performances? Couple, yep. Yeah, so we will have them get it started in the set. Okay, here we go, second set. All right.
Hello, everybody. How are you getting on? Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had plenty of food and enough company. Well, we're very thankful for everything we have today, especially me, here, a Cork man in the hills of California at the end of November, outside, in short sleeves. I tell you what, anyone in my situation would be full of praise just for being here right now. But I'm going to sing a song for people that went before me that I'm very thankful of. Men down in West Cork in 1920. 100 years ago, almost to the day. 36, very lightly trained, very unused to holding any type of artillery, banded together as a flying column. And after their last meal and confession, Tom Barry led these men out for an ambush at Kilmichael. They left the meeting place at 2:30 a.m. and found themselves at Kilmichael Cross at 9 o'clock in the morning. And they lay there in the cold and wet all day long waiting. The only sustenance they got was maybe a pot of cold tea and some bread from the ladies in the local neighbourhood. And as they waited and waited, they did not shirk or leave their fate. And at 4:30 in the afternoon, 2 Crossley tenders brought armed auxiliaries. They were the creme de la creme of the British forces over the hill into the ambush. This song speaks of the Black and Tans, who were a rowdy bunch of riffraffs, but it's actually the decorated men of the auxiliary unit who were ambushed. 18 men between the 2 Crossley tenders were cleaned out that day by the Irish volunteers. 17 at the battle and 1 mortally wounded died later. Of the Irish volunteers, 3 gave their lives. Jim O'Sullivan, 23, from Rossmore. Michael McCarthy, 23, from Dumamway. And mortally wounded on the day that died in Buttermers later was Liam Doocey's younger brother, Pat Doocey, 16 years of age. But this was no ordinary ambush. The War of Independence was on the lips of the world, and this ambush became viral and changed the whole War of Independence. That a truce may be found and a republic may be born. Whilst we honour in song and in story the memory of Pearson McBride, whose names are illumined in glory with martyrs that long since have died. Oh, forget not the boys of Kilmichael, who feared not the might of the foe. Oh, the day that they marched into battle, they laid all their black and tans low. Oh, so here's to the boys of Kilmichael, those brave boys both gallant and true, who fought with Tom Barry's brave column and conquered the red, white and blue. On the 28th day of November, the Tans left the town of Macroom. They were seated in 2 costly tenders, which brought them right into their doom. They were on the high road to Kilmichael, and never expecting to stall. 'Twas there the boys of the column, they made a clear sweep of them all. So forget not the boys of Kilmichael, those brave boys both gallant and true, who fought 'neath the green flag of Erin and conquered the red, white and blue. The sun in the west it was sinking, 'twas the eve of a cold winter's day, when the Tans we were eagerly waiting sailed into the spot where we lay. And over the hill went the echo, the peal of the rifle and gun, and the flames from their lorries bore tidings that the boys of the column had won. So forget not the boys of Kilmichael, those brave boys both gallant and true, who fought with Tom Barry's bold column and conquered the red, white and blue. The battle being over at twilight, and the air in that glen so obscure, we picked up our rifles and bayonets and made our way back to Grenure. And high over Dunmanway town, me boys, they sang of the brave and the true, of the men from Tom Barry's bold column who conquered the red, white and blue. So forget not the boys of Kilmichael, those brave boys both gallant and true, who fought 'neath the green flag of Erin and conquered the red, white and blue. Oh, forget not the boys of Kilmichael, those brave boys both gallant and true, who fought with Tom Barry's brave column and conquered the red, white and blue. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, forget not the boys of Kilmichael, those brave boys both gallant and true, who fought 'neath the green flag of Erin and conquered the red, white and blue. Oh, they conquered the red.
Hello everybody, greetings from Dublin. My name is Aidan. Hello Anna.
Hi Aidan.
I think I'm looking up the correct direction there. I haven't actually met Anna in person, but I'm thrilled to be working on this with you, Anna. Thanks very much to Caitlin and Chris for the invitation to play. Delighted to be part of this Thanksgiving concert. Very happy holidays to everybody. Hope you enjoyed the Thanksgiving despite all the circumstances this year. I'm going to play 3 reels. The first one is Spy Wednesday, as played by Angelina Carberry. A Visit to Crouch End, composed by Shane Meehan, fiddle player from Leitrim. And The Flat House, composed by John McAvoy, fiddle player from Meath. So, hope you enjoy these. Not sure if you're in tune there, Anna.
I'm Rupert Boyd.
And I'm Laura Metcalf.
And we are Boyd Meets Girl.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thanks to Caitlin and Chris for putting this all together. We're going to share with you a beautiful piece by Claude Debussy, originally written for piano, arranged for cello and guitar, the first Arabesque.
Hi, my name is Jerry O'Connor and I'm delighted to be part of this Tune Supply initiative, and I'm going to play you a slow air this evening from my home area. Home for me is County Louth, the smallest county in Ireland, and we're up in the northeast of the country between Dublin and Belfast. And it was an area back in the 1800s which was very rich in Gaelic poetry and song. And I'm going to play one of these airs from this region, and it's called Uirchnach Céin Bheith. So try that one on your own. And it means the fairy hill of Cain or the fairy hill of Killen. And it was a little hill outside Dundalk here where the poets used to gather on a summer's evening and they would recite poetry to each other. And this particular poet, Peadar O'Dourneen, he had an eye for a young girl that lived down the road. And when she'd hear him reciting his poetry in her direction, she would close her windows. I don't think she loved them. But we got a lovely air from Peadar O'Dourneen, and the melody was put to it by Peadar O'Doone, and so I'll play this little air called Uirchnach Céin Bheith. Thank you very much and enjoy the Thanksgiving. And it's great to be part of this initiative with these wonderful artists. Uirchnach Céin Bheith by Peadar O'Dourneen, and the music put to it by Peadar O'Doone. And thank you for having me part of this Tune Pal initiative. Enjoy the rest of the artists. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Santiago Molina. I'm really glad to be here in another Tune Supply big concert. I'm here with James Yoshizawa at Boran, Sergio Rybnikov at Debusuki, and we will be playing two tunes, two reels. One is called The Maids of Monkisco and the other one is The Old Bush. Hope you like it.
Yellow is the color of my true love's hair in the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Blue is the color of the sky in the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Green is the color of the sparkling corn in the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Oh, mellow is the feeling that I get when I see her as we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. And freedom is a word I seldom use, but the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. That's the time, that's the time I love the best.
Oh my goodness.
That's beautiful.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, stunning. Thanks, Jefferson. Thanks, Hannah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is my favorite on this concert, like basically everything. But
it was hard to pick, actually. Like,
yeah.
We did the order yesterday, and it was really hard to put this all.
Yeah.
Because everything is so good.
Yeah, it's and when I hear Jefferson singing, I think of him singing at the 11th Street Bar. I think that might be the only place I've heard him sing. Oh no, Jefferson and Nuala and I did a gig. Really? in a triangle in the street in New York. You know those weird triangles that are in the middle of...
Oh, like Herald Square or something? One of those?
But tiny.
Yeah.
It was just like a tiny square of land in Greenwich Village. Yeah. And we did an outside gig, and it was great. But besides that, I think the only other place I've seen Jefferson is like 2 a.m. at 11th Street Bar singing gorgeous music in the corner. Yeah. And he's spectacular. And Hannah, we only met Hannah through Jefferson for this concert.
Yes. Never met her in person, I think.
It's just, she's stunning. It's stunning.
Really well. Really
so just a reminder, if you're enjoying artists that you have never heard of, go check out their stuff. Go buy their CDs. Lots of people are doing live streams and other things during the pandemic. So, I'm speechless. It's unfortunate that the 11th Street Bar session is not happening. Actually, no sessions are happening. There were a few outside sessions.
Some outdoor ones. I don't know if they're still continuing now that it's cooling off. But
Matt Stapleton was doing a few. I don't know if he's here in the comments. But yes, everything is online now. And in fact, many of you know this, but we being Tune Supply, which is us, I guess.
You're actually looking at Tune Supply and our world headquarters.
This is Tune Supply,
otherwise known as our living room.
Plus Avocado, who is hiding back here, our pet dinosaur. Anyways, we run a virtual session on Thursday nights. Actually, the one coming up next Thursday will be the 50th one, which is crazy. When we started this, we did not think that we would get to 50.
No.
But if you're enjoying the tunes, we encourage you to come back on subsequent Thursdays.
Yep, Thursday nights. It's currently it's at 7:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, we might move it back to 8. I don't know, but you can be friends with us on Facebook, and you'll get all the information. But it's similar to this, except more silly. That's the way I would describe it.
Yep.
We're trying to be well behaved today, but during the session we're a little more silly, and we have lots of guests and fun
session.
things
Also,
happen.
we try to play more common tunes and at a more reasonable speed.
Yeah.
So people can play along at home.
Exactly. Sometimes we succeed, and sometimes we don't, but that's okay.
It's usually my fault if we fail.
No, it's usually my fault. We're both perpetrators of speeding up.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna do my duty right now and remind you to put a few bucks into the contribution box if you have not already done so. Obviously, you can do that at the end of the concert. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do it every time I say it. You could, but you don't need to. You don't need to do that. It's somewhere up here. You can't click on it. Oh, okay. Yeah. We can't see it, so it's somewhere there. You can't click on that, but I've been putting it in the chat, and it's also in the description of this video. So hopefully you can find it. But put a few bucks in there. Everything that goes in there is split between our 70 artists tonight. Okay, so this next set, when I was deciding what to say about each of the sets, I looked at the people on the set and I thought, this set is full of some of the nicest people that I know, like the nicest humans. All of them. But I'll just mention, we're going to finish this set off with Natalie Haas, who I met here in New York within a few months of moving here, actually. Strangely. Mm-hmm. And in that, we played we played a couple of kind of strange gigs, and one of them was at Joe's Pub, which is, of course, like one of the top places to play
in town.
Yeah, and I didn't really know that. I was just like, okay, Joe's Pub, whatever. Sure. And played
you probably
this.
Thought it was some random Irish pub.
I just didn't really know what it was, and I played with Natalie Haas, which I thought was cool. It wasn't until later that I realized, like, wow, that was so lucky, and I'm so thankful that I got to do that so quickly after arriving in New York. And Natalie and I have occasionally kept in touch since then, and she's just incredible. She's a sweetheart, and also the best cello player. I shouldn't say the best, but she's incredible.
She's fantastic.
And most of you probably know her work with Alistair Fraser. Anyway, she's going to end off, and then to start with, we have Kevin Burke. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, this is super cool.
So I grew up listening to Kevin Burke CDs, and that's, I would say, 40% of where I learned to play Irish fiddle was from Kevin's CDs.
Yeah.
And he was just a rock star in my mind. And I don't remember how old I was when this happened, but he came up to Fairbanks, Alaska, where I'm from, and did a concert with Aidan Brennan on guitar. Mm-hmm. And I became obsessed with Aidan Brennan's guitar playing. And I could not believe that my hero was playing a concert. I got to open for Kevin's concert at the University of Alaska, Fairbanks.
And there's photographic evidence.
There's photographic evidence, which we're going to show you here. Oh my goodness. That's Kevin on the left, of course, and Aidan in the back, and then 3 of my fellow fiddle and piano friends who I played music with in Fairbanks.
Super cool.
Yeah, and now to be actually acquainted with him in real life is just it's incredible. Last year, about this time last year, actually, I flew out to Portland and did a concert with Kevin Burke. I got to play with Kevin Burke on stage. It was amazing. So Kevin sent in a bunch of old photos, and we were just going to show them because they are bits of Irish music history, and I am grateful that he sent them because I think they're just cool. So I think Chris is going to show you.
It's just a sequence here of photos of Kevin playing with various all-stars. Here's Kevin and Andy McGann, Jackie Daly, John Brennan, Johnny Cunningham, Lazy Reel, Open House, Patrick Street, cool, and of course the Bothy Band. Wow.
That is some history right
Yes, serious Irish music history.
there. Wow.
And now appearing on Tune Supply.
I'm
very honored, Kevin.
I am thankful and grateful and honored that Kevin agreed to do this.
Yes.
And Open House. Have you listened to Open House?
Not much.
That's like where I got a ton of my tunes when I
Yeah.
was little. Was from the band Open House. And if any of Fairbanks people are out there, you probably are familiar with it.
Yeah.
It's a great band. Anyways, okay. So without further ado, we're going to enter into this next set with Kevin Burke.
All right.
Hello, Kevin Burke here. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Hope you're having a great time. Gonna play you a few tunes. Hope you like them. Here we go. go two jigs, The Orphan and The Rolling Waves, followed by a reel dedicated to anyone who might be spending a lot of time in the kitchen today. It's a tune called The Woman in the House. So best wishes to you all and have a great Thanksgiving. Bye for now.
Hello, we're delighted you can join us here at our home in County Mayo for this special Thanksgiving performance.
Really nice to be with you this year at Thanksgiving, even if it is online. I miss all the lovely Thanksgivings I had in North Carolina over the years.
So we're going to play two tunes for you. The first is called The Clergy's Lamentation, and it's an old harp piece which was first published in 1724. And then we'll follow it with a much more recent tune, a slip jig composed by Patrick Davey, the great flute player and uilleann piper from Belfast, and it's called The Burma Road. So happy Thanksgiving, and we hope you're enjoying the concert.
Hey, this is Flynn Cohen here on mandolin, joined by my friend Scott Nygaard on guitar. Scott is out in Northern California, and he is one of the co-founders of Peghead Nation, a groovy roots music website where we both have online guitar courses. We'll play two tunes that I wrote, original fiddle tunes. The first one is called The Word Gap, and it was named after a discredited social science study from previous decades. And we'll segue into a tune called Slackline, which is sort of a thing I used to do in my late teens when I was a rock climber. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Greetings, Tune Supply fans, and a happy Thanksgiving to everybody. This is one of my favorite songs of thanks. I learned this from a recording by the great Louis Armstrong. Thanks a million. Thanks a million brought me. Each tender love word you happen to say is hidden away in memories so vague. Thanks a million, I remember too the tenderness that your caress has brought me. You made a million dreams come true, and so I'm saying thanks a million to you.
Hi, this is Natalie Haas. I want to say a big thanks to Caitlin Moore below and all of the folks at Tune Supply for making this wonderful night of music happen. I'm going to play a couple of original tunes for you, which I wrote early on in the quarantine. This was a commission from a cellist friend, and two pieces that were written for his mom who passed away earlier this year. First one is a slow air called Eileen's Farewell, and then I'll go into a reel called The Spirit of Collingwood, which is where she was from in Ontario.
Woohoo!
Ooh,
oh, that's
gorgeous.
so great.
That was great.
And I have to say that the green background just makes it all the better.
It totally works.
Yeah, I love it. Natalie, thank you so much for being on the concert. This is Natalie's first time doing a Tune Supply concert. Hopefully not the last, but we're really honored and grateful for you to join us. And it's great to hear you again. Okay, so what are we on now? Well, that was set 3.
That was 3. So we got 2 more sets of music to come.
And a finale.
Right?
So
and a special bonus finale.
Yeah, so make sure you're here for the finale. If you need to go outside and get some air.
We understand.
Or get 3rds or 4ths on the turkey. Yeah. Totally fine. Don't worry. There is great stuff coming up in set 4, but you can take a little break if you need to.
We're really excited about the first artist in set 4.
Yes, and we're going to talk about them in just a second.
Okay.
I wanted to say a few things about Tune Supply.
Great.
I know you love when I go off on tangents. Well, first thing is make sure you're contributing to the contribution link box right here. We should have gotten Mimi's picture of the actual contribution box. That is how we are paying our artists tonight. It will all be split up between the 70 artists, and 70 is a lot. So we want to try to get everybody a bit of money for the holiday season, and we're appreciative of anything you can give. And also, if you can't give, we just want you to enjoy the music. Music is helpful in difficult times, and Tune Supply is here to provide the tunes. Regardless of whether you give us any money or not.
To supply
For real.
the tunes.
To supply the tunes, yes. Okay, I do want to mention 2 Tune Supply things that are coming up. Some of you might know about this already, but the first one is that we are going to do another winter concert. We were going to do a holiday concert, but we're feeling overwhelmed with stuff that's going on. And so we're actually going to move the holiday concert to January, when there hopefully will be less going on both in the musical world and in our lives, and so we don't have a date for that yet, but just keep an eye out. If you subscribe to the channel or get on our mailing list, which is in the description here, you can be kept up to date on when that is going to happen, and it will be another big blowout concert like this with a lot of artists, but we're aiming for about mid-January, so keep an eye out for that. We also are doing something called Tradvent.
It's like Advent, but for trad.
It's like Advent, but for trad, and it does not correspond to any specific holiday or the dates of any holiday
or any specific religious.
It's just the religion
obligation?
Of traditional music. Music generally, actually. There's some non-trad on it too. But anyways, so if you want to be involved in Tradvent, you have to sign up by November 30th, because I'm actually printing scratch-off calendars.
Yes.
Because why not? So you'll get an actual calendar, a Tradvent calendar in the mail, and every day you scratch off the number of the day, and then a video will get delivered to you featuring the performer for that day. It's crazy.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
There's 30 performers, and it starts on December 8th. It goes through the end of the month, and then we'll do a small finale concert on January 1st to bring in the new year. So I'll put the link to that in the chat, or you can go over to store.tune.supply, and it's right there. There's also 6 lessons from artists on the list as well.
Yeah, so you get, what is that, 19 performances and 6 lessons, right?
Yep.
Plus the final concert.
Yes, and Natalie's on the Tradvent.
Yeah.
And Mick Maloney and a whole bunch of great people. So anyways, okay, so this next set, we want to just mention 2 interesting things. The first one, this was not on purpose, but I realized when I was writing the notes that there are many people in the set who are involved with Come From Away.
Right. Come From Away is the Broadway musical that we, during normal times, play, we're in the band for.
Yep.
And obviously it's not happening now, but on this set we have, I think, 3 people who are involved with Come From Away, right?
So we have Angela Pickett, who's in the first string quartet, which we're going to talk about in a second. She's one of my subs on the Broadway show. We have Kiana June Weber, who is the fiddle player on the tour version of Come From Away. And we have Sarah Milanovic, who is another one of my subs on the Broadway show. Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 of the fiddlers from Come From Away are on this set.
Don't worry, they're not playing any tunes from Come From Away.
No. They could, though, if they needed to. Okay, so first up, I'm really excited about this first one because it's unusual. in a couple different ways. So there was a quartet that was formed this past summer called the Overlook String Quartet, and Angela is in it. She wrote me some notes, which I'm going to read because I want to make sure I get it right. So they were formed when 4 friends came together to explore the music of Black composers during the summer of 2020, and they can be found playing open-air concerts for their neighbors in Upper Manhattan.
I love that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of clips from this.
Yeah.
It's great. They are all spectacular musicians who used to play on Broadway, various Broadway shows, and classical stuff. They're just incredible.
Multi-talented.
Yes. Yeah. And the piece that they picked to put on this concert is really interesting. I hope I get the pronunciations right. I probably won't.
Yeah.
It's the first movement of the String Quartet No. 5 in G major by Chevalier. You should say the name.
Chevalier de Saint-Georges.
Okay.
Maybe.
I need French lessons from Mimi.
Yes.
He lived 1745 to 1799, and he was born in Guadalupe. His father was a plantation owner, and his 16-year-old mother was a slave. And they moved to Paris with him when he was 8 years old, and he became a virtuoso of the sword and the bow.
Yes.
And he was a composer, contemporary of Mozart. So Angela said when they started looking for music for the quartet to play, he was the first one who they decided to play, and that's what they'll be playing tonight. So we're going to start off with that, and then we'll go into a whole bunch of other stuff after that.
All
back
right.
back to some trad stuff as well.
Hope you enjoy.
Oisín, will you quarantine with me?
Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And it's our community and friendship from afar that's kept us going in this challenging year. And so we wanted to share that sentiment with a song by two of our favorite English singer-songwriters, Robert Plant and Jimmy Page. Thanks. I knew. Had a friend, she once told me, you gotta love, you ain't lonely. Now she's gone and left me only looking for what I knew. Ooh, I'm telling you now, greatest thing you ever can do now is trade a smile with someone who's blue now. It's very easy, just met a man on the roadside crying. Without a friend, there's no denying. You're incomplete, there'll be no finding. Looking for what you knew. So anytime somebody needs you, don't let them down, although it grieves you. Someday you'll need someone like they do, looking for what you knew. Ooh, I'm telling you now, greatest thing you ever can do now is trade a smile with someone who's blue now. It's very easy, just ooh, I'm telling you now, greatest thing you ever can do now is trade a smile with someone who's blue now. It's very easy, just happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hi everyone, hope everybody is doing well, having a lovely Thanksgiving and is enjoying the concert. My name is John Redmond and with me is my good friend Matt Stapleton. Matt, how was your Thanksgiving?
That was lovely, John. Thanks for asking. Thankful for friends and family, of course, and thankful for this Tune Supply community.
All right, pretty good. Good. And also, before we start playing, I just want to give a special shout out to Mary O'Halloran, the owner of Mario's. I hope herself and her family are having a lovely Thanksgiving. And yeah, I just want to say that Mary has been, especially good to me during this whole pandemic period, and I really appreciate that. So very grateful for you, Mary. Hopefully we will be back in Mario's in the near future, and sitting across from each other playing tunes. That would be rather nice. But until then, Mary, God bless, and have a great Thanksgiving. Now to the tune portion of this video. We are going to play 3 tunes. The first one is called Horizontal. It's an English tune written by a tune composer called Paul James. And then we're going to go into a a reel, but it was formerly a barn dance, I believe, called Tom Doherty's, that was recorded by Solace as a reel. And then we're finishing off with a tune called The Guns of the Magnificent Seven. Matt, keys, D minor-ish for the first two, A minor for the last. That's as much information as I can give you on that one. So each tune twice, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, and...
I wrote to you to say I love you. The words, they stay right there, right around you. I saw you here tonight, in a scene, on a screen. You looked right at me, yeah, 'cause you haven't left me, you haven't left me. You come to me in dreams at night, and you haven't left me. What am I to do with a heart I know that's still that song for me. Yeah, I heard it. The words, they were yours, about me, long and flowing. I saw you there today, in a scene, on a screen. You looked right at me, yeah, 'cause you haven't left me, you haven't left me. You come to me in dreams at night, and you haven't left me. So what am I to do with a heart I know that's still loving you? When will you say, hey, I really miss you? Yeah, when will you say, hey, I really want you? 'Cause I saw you here tonight, in the scene, in my dream. You came right to me, yeah, 'cause you haven't left me. You haven't left me. You come to me in dreams at night, and you haven't left me. So what am I to do with a heart I know that's still, yeah, you haven't left me. So what am I to do with a heart I know that's still loving you?
Whoa.
That was gorgeous.
That was amazing.
Love that.
That was amazing. I've heard Ashley sing in New York bars. I'm thinking actually of hearing her sing it at the O'Neill's pub.
Oh, cool. Way back in the day.
Way back. Yeah. When I first got to New York, and I haven't heard her sing in person in a while. I am stunned by that.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Ashley wanted us to mention, and I put the link in the comments, she and the band are doing a big virtual concert. I think it's on the solstice on December 21st.
Something like that, yeah.
I'll put it in the comments again. It's in Kansas, because that's where she lives.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a virtual event. You can tune in from anywhere, but it's for a Kansas Concert Association, I think. And I would highly recommend that. It's just incredible. Of course, her band is
top notch.
I mean, they're pretty good.
Some of the best.
Yeah, they're pretty good. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. They're the best. And that was Dave Curley's second appearance of the night, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Where are we? Was that set 4? Oh, we've
that
got
was set 4.
Okay,
yeah.
so
one
we've
more
got
set to go, guys.
one more set and the finale. So a couple things in the coronavirus age. I have become a shameless seller of things online, and I feel as uncomfortable about it now as I did when it started.
Yep.
But
it didn't get any better, actually.
No, it's terrible. I hate it very much. But we do have some really cool shirts and sweatshirts, and I only mention this because John started it. He wore a shirt in his performance.
Yeah. So that's the green T-shirt.
Yeah. Yep. And then we have this is my favorite thing that we have right now is the very soft sweatshirts. I was going to put it on, but then I can't play probably if I put it on.
They're lovely.
They're the softest things ever, and we just live in them.
Yep.
They're over on the store, which is store.tune.supply, and I'll put that in the comments as well. And there's all sorts of other hilarious stuff over there, like holographic stickers and...
I don't know why you would want that, but it's there if you want it.
What are you talking about? That's the coolest thing ever. So we do have a little bit of silly merchandise if you're enjoying the Tune Supply offerings and want to wear the Tune Supply. Actually, for new people, I'm just going to show you. This is pretty cool. Anna Colleton made this design.
Anna, who played Bowron earlier in the concert.
Yeah, she's multi-talented.
Yep.
And this is our Tune Supply humming burb. We call it a burb.
Yep.
Feeding, probably on tunes, from a gramo flower. And that's the design she came up with, and I just love it. And I think that this part looks to me like a banjo or a Bowron.
Yeah.
Probably a Bowron, since a Bowron player designed it.
Anna also designed the concert poster for this and all of our concerts.
Yes, she's amazing. Okay, so we have merchandise. Oh, the thing that got Tune Supply started in the first place, we Broadway shut down on March 12th, and by March 13th at 2 a.m. we had Tune Supply website up, and the purpose of it was to sell short performances by trad musicians who had just lost or were going to lose all of their St. Patrick's Day gigs, which is a main source of income for trad musicians. So since then, we have still been selling through the website these performances that cost $34, and one of the 70 artists from our roster, you can choose the person, sends a little personalized performance, 5-minute performance, or there's longer ones too. But if that is of interest to you, you can go check that out on the store. We've filled about 275 orders now.
Yeah,
which is I mean, it's super unique.
They make great holiday gifts.
Yes.
To say, and
they're so unique that people don't really understand what they are. We have realized, but we did put up some examples on this channel if you want to see what they look like. Okay, what else do I have to sell here? Lessons with any of our artists are available on the website, and we do production just like this organizations.
You too can have a concert that looks like this.
You too, yes, that is true. Okay, that's all my selling for. I'm done. That's it. Selling. I don't like it. Okay, so we're gonna play one more set of tunes for you ourselves before we do our fifth set. And just let me get set up here. Get the violin out. I hope it's still in tune. This just has pockets, which is, I think all dresses should be required to have pockets. So this first tune, I want to send this out to my mom and all my family, but especially my mom. She is in California right now with my sister who just had the baby. And this waltz is my favorite waltz. In fact, it used to be the name of my email address. The upic@netscape.net was my email address.
Netscape, that's...
Oh, yeah, it's going back a while.
That's classic.
Yeah, if Mark Ward is here, he remembers this email. And I just associated with growing up in Fairbanks and being a part of an extremely supportive music community there, even though I was young and awkward. I'm not so young anymore, but the awkward is still there. But anyways, just... more people than I can mention took me under their wing and brought me to where I am now. I'm so thankful. So I want to send this out to my mom and all of my Fairbanks music buddies. The Upic Waltz, and then we'll follow that up by our anthem tunes of the year.
Yeah.
We didn't plan this, but
this set turned out to be a hit, and it's really fun to play. So this is a couple of jigs, the Miller, I guess they're slides.
Yeah.
The Miller's Maggot and Calliope House.
Yeah, we've played it. We may have even played it on another concert. I don't know, but
did, yeah. And we'll probably play it on the next one.
Yep, they're just the best tunes right now, and they're really happy tunes for a difficult year. Okay, so and session players there, you can play along if you want.
If we don't go too fast.
We're not going to go too fast. Okay. how can you keep from smiling when you hear Calliope House?
Yeah.
It's so true.
It sounds like a smile.
It's the happiest
accurate, yeah.
tune I know, and I think it's partly the key.
Yeah.
Like, you can play it in D. A lot of people in New York play it in D, which is easier on the fiddle, but it lowers the happiness just like 10%.
Yeah.
It's the key, I think, and the tune itself.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best tunes ever. Okay, let's see. One
more set to go.
Okay, so this last set, there's a lot of, we packed this last set with superstars.
Stick around, because
yeah, I hope everybody's still here or has returned from their
maybe you took a break.
Yeah, they walk
got another
outside.
plate of food.
Yeah, got some air. This last set is pretty cool. So it starts. I could introduce everybody, but I am not. They don't need any introduction actually. But the first person I just want to say, her name is Chloe Fioranzo, and she was recommended to us by Dennis Lichtman, who you saw earlier in the Dennis Lichtman Quartet, for a project that we did for the Fairbanks Concert Association. We're just obsessed with her now.
She's multi-talented, plays the clarinet, sings, probably plays other instruments that we don't know about. And
she's up for everything.
She's up for everything. She's been on a number of concerts. She says yes to every project that we ask her to do.
I love her, and I've never met her in person. She's great. And
definitely one of the coolest connections to come out of the pandemic.
Absolutely. She sometimes sings with Postmodern Jukebox, which is, of course, a big hit in the pop world, I believe, right? Yeah. It's a cultural phenomenon. Yes. But she's a great musician. And is she in Tradvent? She is in Tradvent.
She's in Tradvent.
Yes, and she's teaching a song, actually, in Tradvent, which is pretty cool. And last thing I'll say about her, which got her 1 million points in my book. You know, when we do these finales for the concert, it's all trad tunes, right? It's just like reels and jigs or whatever, and I usually lay down the track and then other people layer on top of it. Well, Chloe has done all of the finales on the clarinet.
Yeah. And she learns the tunes.
It's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing. Anyways, okay, enough of that. Enjoy this set by Chloe, followed by A Million Superstars, and we will see you in a little bit.
Okay.
If you wonder why I'm near you, even though I've been denied, I'm inclined to be a little on the sentimental side. I suppose I should forget you if I had an ounce of pride, but I guess I can't help being on the sentimental side. I should have gay, laugh it off, then say farewell, say you just didn't wear well, but I'm not that way. I'm in hopes you'll think it over and perhaps be satisfied with a simple sort of person on the sentimental side.
How y'all doing? I'd like to thank Caitlin and Tune Supply for asking us to do this. My name is Peter Brown and this is Eugene Quinn on guitar, and we're going to play a couple of jigs into a couple of reels. And happy Thanksgiving.
Well, Mick Maloney here in Bangkok, Thailand, and I must say I'm very honoured indeed to be invited by Caitlin and Chris to do this Thanksgiving concert and to sing a song for you at such a vast distance. I'm going to sing a song called McNally's Row of Flats, and indeed it's one of my favourite songs to sing, and it's a title of the album I made celebrating the wonderful productivity of a man called Ned Harrigan, who along with David Brame in the 1870s and 1880s and 1890s wrote some of the most memorable songs of Irish America from his base in New York City. Ned Harrigan was born the year before the Irish famine, very close to what's now the Williamsburg Bridge, where Brooklyn meets Manhattan. And he grew up in a musical family and grew up at a time when New York City was flooded with Irish immigrants coming after the Irish famine as economic refugees. And like many immigrant groups today, they weren't very, very welcome visitors when they arrived in America, and they found a new home here and were indeed very thankful to be able to flee Ireland at the worst time in our history from the horrors of the famine and arrive to their new home in America. And Ned Harrigan, along with David Brame, his musical collaborator, wrote some of the most memorable songs of that era, mostly about Irish people and other immigrant and ethnic groups adjusting to life beside one another in Manhattan. Now, this was a time when 1 out of every 2 people that you'd meet in Lower Manhattan had been born in Ireland. And a lot of the songs that Ned Harrigan wrote are on the theme of Irish people making a new life for themselves in America. And this is my favourite of them all, and it's called McNally's Row of Flats. And I'm going to be joined on this song by the wonderful Haley Richardson in North Carolina, the great fiddle player, and Brenda Castles, who's originally from County Meath and now living in Dublin, one of the great concertina players in Irish music, and also a great singer. McNally's Row of Flats. Down in Bottle Alley lived Timothy McNally, a decent politician and a gentleman at that. Beloved by all the neighbours, the gossels and the babies, and occupied a building called McNally's Row of Flats. And it's Ireland and Italy, Jerusalem and Germany, Chinese and Africans, and a paradise for rats, all jumbled up together in the snow and rainy weather. They constitute the tenants in McNally's Row of Flats. That great conglomeration of men from every nation, the Tower of Babylonium, it couldn't equal that. A peculiar institution where the brogues without dilution rattled them together in McNally's Row of Flats. And it's Ireland and Italy, Jerusalem and Germany, Chinese and Africans, and a paradise for rats, all jumbled up together in the snow and rainy weather. They constitute the tenants in McNally's Row of Flats. Italian lazzaronis and lots of hungry cats, lying on the benches and dying there by inches from the open ventilation in McNally's Row of Flats. And it's Ireland and Italy, Jerusalem and Germany, Chinese and Africans, and a paradise for rats, all jumbled up together It never was expected that the rent would be collected, levied on the furniture, the bedding and the slats. And it's then you'd see the rally as they battled down the alley, evicted from the building called McNally's Row of Flats. And it's Ireland and Italy, Jerusalem and Germany, Chinese and Africans and a paradise for rats, all jumbled up together in the snow and rainy weather. They constitute the tenants in McNally's Row of Flats.
That was a really fun one to put together. So thanks to Troy for coordinating all of that.
Yes.
Couldn't have done it without him.
Yes, we should say that that one, Chris put together the editing, but Troy did everything else. He wrangled that group of Canadian superstars. I said to him, Troy, do you want to put together, whoever you want, three or four people, like just whatever you want to do. It's great. And he came back and he said, well, how about 10 people?
Yeah.
And I was like, great. Excellent, let's do it. Woo! And it came out amazing, of course.
Yes.
And my favorite part is the feet.
Yes, the feet cam.
The feet. I was just saying that I think Joe McMaster should get a sock sponsorship.
You should, yeah.
For this, maybe.
Yes.
From Gold Toast or something. Okay, so our 5 sets are done, but we have a finale. We love putting the finales together. And actually, this finale is unlike the others because we have some special guests in the finale who are not in the concert, and they're a bunch of my friends, basically. Yes, I mean, everybody's my friend on the concert, but my longtime friends.
Yes.
And you'll see them pop up in the video here in just a second. We just want to say a few things to end off here. First one is, I'll say it one more time, if you are able to contribute a few bucks, maybe whatever you would pay to go to a concert in a year that was not 2020.
Back when we could go to concerts?
Back when there were concerts. Yeah. Or if you can't do that, a few bucks. Or if you can't do that, I think you should just enjoy the music and have some more turkey. But the link is somewhere up here. And it's in the description of the video, and also I'll put it over in the comments in just a second. And thank you very much. The contributions are split between the 70 artists, so that we can put a little money into the pockets of people in an industry that has disappeared this year. Yep. So, thank you. Okay, you can do the thanks, but I will first say if you like this and you want more. The best way to be kept up to date is the mailing list. And I know, especially around this time, there's a lot of emails flying around about Black Friday, blah, 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 all that stuff. We don't email very often because we're lazy.
It's true.
That's true.
And we're busy.
Yeah. Busy and lazy at the same time somehow.
Yeah.
But the mailing list link is down in the description. It's over on the website, and we hope you will get on the mailing list so we can keep you updated on next steps, including our winter concert, which doesn't have a date yet. We would love for you to subscribe on this YouTube channel. I don't really know what that means when you subscribe to a YouTube channel. Do you?
I don't know. I think there's down here. Wait. Yeah, down here, there's a little bird you can click on.
Oh, yeah. That's the hummingbird.
That'll subscribe you. So subscribe if you're not already.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
And, of course, we have a Facebook page, and you can come be our friend on Facebook as well. I can't believe the world has come to asking for friendship and subscriptions online, but there you go. That is the best way to be kept up to date. And we have a lot of cool projects coming down the road, including we're going to do a Tune Supply concert with Celtic Fiddle Festival.
Yes.
We don't have that set yet, the date, but it's going to happen.
It's
and
coming.
It blows my mind that we're going to do this. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And thank you to Ruby Hoy. I know she's watching, who has been instrumental in helping set up that concert and a lot of other things.
Yeah.
And Ruby made Avocado's mask, or Dinosaur's mask, which he's not wearing because he's inside right now. He or she. Okay, so do you want to do some thanks, like for the sponsors and?
Oh yeah, I don't have the list in front of me, but
it's going to be on the screen.
That's true. Yeah, we have some very generous sponsors for our concert, so thank you to all of those folks.
We're calling them the anchor sponsors.
Yeah.
They put a little money in the bucket just in case we didn't get any contributions, so that we can pay at least a few bucks to the musicians. So thank you for doing that, and their names will come up in a moment.
Thanks to all 70 artists who appeared on the concert. And thanks to you guys for tuning in and watching and sticking around to the end.
Yes, and especially to the Marios community out there, the in-person community and the virtual community. You guys have been the base of the support for Tune Supply, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're up to the finale here, and we're not going to be on the screen after that. So we'll say goodbye. Stay to the end, though. Or Chris, I should say, made an amazing credits segment with some funny stuff in it, because there wasn't enough silly in the concert.
Yeah.
And happy Thanksgiving. We miss you, and hope that you're staying safe and healthy and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Wear your mask, wash your hands, all that good stuff.
All right.
Okay, good night.
All the best. Good night.
Thank